Welcome to our News 4 Studio. I'm meteorologist Lisa Spencer. I spend a lot of my time back here in our weather center. We're going to take a closer look at that in just a few moments, but I want to show you the entire studio. We're going to start first off where I do spend some of my time, and that is on the chroma key wall. Some of you may think of it as the weather wall, and that's where you see me pointing to maps most of the time. This is one of the graphics that I would use. When we were taping this, it was pretty mild at 68 degrees in Nashville, 71 in Lebanon. We also have other images that we can show you as well. You see this one a lot, our live radar, and WSMV News 4 is the only television station in Nashville with our own live radar. But we also use the National Weather Service radar as well. So what does this do? Well, it shows you where the rain is. It also will show us where we have storms, and we can track those storms on radar to help keep you safe during severe outbreaks. Another image we use is satellite imagery. That shows you where the clouds are. Now, radar is based on the land, on the earth, but a satellite is up above the earth, takes a picture back down, and that shows us where the clouds are located, like you're seeing here with the cloud cover when we're recording this coming through Nashville. But there is a little TV magic that goes on here. First off, see in my hands, this is our clicker. So I put together a slideshow basically, and I will click through these buttons to show you the different images like you see here, and then we can go back to those temperatures. So I try not to look at it, but I'm clicking all the time to show you where we're looking. But interestingly enough, what I'm seeing in the studio is not what you're seeing at home. I'm seeing this, just a plain green screen. So how does this work? Well, we tell the television cameras to see all the colors in the spectrum, or the rainbow as I tell the kiddos, except for the color green. And in place of that green, we put our graphics from our computer. It's a little more complicated than that, but that's a simple explanation. So what is the one color you think that I never wear? Green, because if I wear green, I will disappear. Let me show you why. This is a green roll of tape, and I'll just make myself a little sash right through here. If I wear this color green, you will be able to see the numbers, the map, right through me. So that is why I do not wear green. So if I can only see that green screen behind me, how can I point to these numbers with pretty good accuracy? Like 71 degrees there in Lebanon? It's because I'm watching myself on TV. I have a TV set on either side of me, one on this side, one on the other side, and one in front of me, because weather is all an ad lib. I don't have any script, and I am just talking to you about the weather. So I don't need words on the screen. I'm watching myself on TV. A couple of other things. I do wear a microphone so you can hear me. I have that on my back, the transmitter there, and I also wear what we call an IFB. It's a little earpiece so the directors and the producers can talk to me. They can give me time cues and that sort of thing. Well, let's leave the green wall behind. Let me show you another area where I oftentimes stand. So let's come this way and head over to what we call the array. And the array is really a lot of television sets put together, but we can make a long, beautiful picture like this one outside today, showing the clouds that have moved in. Now, this screen can also be divided up so you can show separate pictures, and the anchors are sometimes over here as well. Let's keep going, and let me show you another spot where you might see the anchor stand right here. And behind us, we can put images here as well. Just happens to be a red screen right now, and right in front of me where the camera is panning across, that is our anchor desk. Now, most of the time our anchors will stand up, but there are little stools tucked up under there just in case they need to take a break and sit down. We also see our anchors over here, and this too is another screen of television sets, and we can put different images here as well. Just a little variety in our studio. And another spot where you see our anchors sometimes, and especially during breaking news, and also the traffic is done here in the morning, is what we call the content center, and we can put different images in here as well. Also, there's a bank of computers, so if an anchor needs to look up something at the last minute, or let's say our traffic person needs to get her graphics together for where there's a traffic slowdown. Well, she can do that right here as well. Now here is our next spot. I like this. This is called our touch screen, and you can touch on the screen and you'll see an image of some sort come up. And this is just a comment from a viewer that we oftentimes show during the newscast. But the most important part of the newscast is the weather, of course. That's what everybody talks about. So let's get back to our weather center once again. You see me only about 3 to 3.5 minutes over on the weather wall. Most of my day is spent back here forecasting the weather. So I spend several hours looking at data and also putting together our weather graphics. That's right. We do all the forecasting and all the graphics you see on television right back here. Now I have a graphics computer, and I can put together the 7-day forecast. I can put together that slideshow I was talking about and get that all ready so I can tell you the weather story of the day. And then this is the controls for our radar right here, and you can see one of the outputs of that as well. I can also control the radar right up here on our desk that we have in front of our weather center. Well, you've got it right there, the tour of our News 4 studio. Hope you enjoyed it.